boy Doc Holiday. We're back with another HBCU OverDrive live stream. Yeah, if it doesn't about now, make sure that you like, comment, share. Most of all, subscribe. Become the hottest member of the HBCU podcast that's out there right now. And as always, if you see in the comments, I did put this on here. Look, this is a respectable channel. I or any of the moderators that's in here that sees anything in the chat or in the comments that is remotely offensive to each other, to me, whoever, you will be sent to my upper room. Thank you and have a good day. Now we got that out the way. We got Dragon 1998. How you doing today, sir? How you doing today? It's a great day. It's a great day to be a Tiger. Yes, it is. As y'all see the screen, y'all see the 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 title for today's show. I know people are still looking at She Loves D, so it's all good right there. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me be right back. Sorry about that. Had to get my charger, y'all, for my phone. It was about to die. Anyway, like I said, great day to be a Tiger out here. We up to 20 subscribers and 20 viewers. Let's get up to about 40. Get to 40, we'll start the show tonight. All right. Miss Sabrina, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Um, it has been a wild day on Twitter. If you haven't seen it, it has been an interesting day with what's going on or what you saw. We get up to 40 viewers, man. We can get this thing going. Let me see what's up right now. Let's see what's up. What's up? What's up? I know a lot of people is watching Jeff Lightsey. His show, it was funny, funny, funny. So everybody's still on She Loves These, but that's cool. It's all good. Uh, first, first thing first. Y'all already know tonight. Tonight is Monday Night Review. Monday Night Review is going to be sponsored in the future by We Work for Everything. We Work for Everything.com is an clothing company where you get it out of the mud. He got his thing out of the mud, and um, just let everybody know you work for what you have. That's it. That's it. So I will be promoting his clothing line and hopefully get others, many more to actually do that. As you see, I do have my Brooklyn jersey on, Brooklyn Dodgers. It was last week was over the weekend. It was Jackie Robinson Day. I forgot to represent for it on that day, but had to do it today. Had to do it today. But other than that, it was just a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on in this world today. So let's see what we got going on. First of all, let me tell all the Southern folks this. Let me tell all the Southern folks this. And I'm about to bring out the guns. You let a kicker roast you on Twitter. You let the old kicker that you had in Luke Jackson, who's at Jackson State right now. You let the old kicker roast you on Twitter. I'm not just saying straight roasted. I'm saying ether you on Twitter. I don't see how you could come back from that. I don't see how that helps you with anything. But I'm just saying, the man just roasted you. He pretty much destroyed you on Twitter. I'm just trying to pull up his bio, but he said, let me see. Let me see this. I'm gonna put this out here, y'all. What up, Mr. Swanigan? How you doing? Oh, you already know. You already know. I shine. I stay shining. Stay shining. So look, this is what this is what Cool Hand Luke put out there on Twitter, y'all. He said, "I want to give a big shout out to a coach who didn't believe in my ability to compete at the highest level, who didn't respect my game. Without you, I wouldn't have this amazing opportunity at the Jackson State University. Hashtag revenge tour." And my first reaction is, and he put it in there, the second part. And you know who you are. If 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 that ain't the biggest flame that I've seen by ex player by a player to their ex school ex coach, it was just the fact. So, and then I put my 2 cents in there, man. Like I just put my 2 cents in there. Like, you ain't have to do them like that. Yeah, you ain't have to do them like that. Stall them out, Debo. Stall them out. Stall them out. Why you ain't have to do them like that? You ain't have to destroy that man on Twitter like that. So for those that don't know, um, for those that don't know, this is um, Luke Jackson. Remember, Luke Jackson transferred in from Southern University. Last year they benched him. Dooley, we talking about the same Dooley, who started a glorified wide receiver at quarterback, benched Luke Jackson for, I don't know what it was, but he felt like he didn't see it. He didn't believe in him, and he ended up he jumped in the portal, ended up transferring to Jackson State. So he has some things coming for him. He has some things coming for him, y'all. And I was just wanted to see it just there to see all the carnage come out. I just wanted to see all the carnage. You got is this the guy? In fact, yeah, that's the guy that kicked 40 yards, bro. Hit the 40-yard field goal. I know, and I know it's a spring game, y'all. We all know this is a spring game. We all know this is a evaluation of talent. But this is all the evaluation of talent. Let me mute that. It's 28 yards, but shoot, it was still a good field goal. Let me mute that. Let me mute. Look. I don't think is anything wrong with Mr. Jackson. I don't see anything that was wrong with Mr. Jackson. Quite frankly, what he did out there was excellent. It was excellent. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Jackson. It was nothing wrong. Now, as y'all know, okay, Saturday night the portal opened up. The portal opened back up. Uh, Big Lauderdale, what's good, man? What's good? I know. Let me see if everybody. Yep, everybody leaving off from She Loves D show. Y'all make y'all way over here. Get them views up. Oh yeah, we gonna get into that too, Mr. Wilson. Art Bayless, what's up? What's good? What's good? Mr. Israel, as always. You know what I'm saying? Big homie. He's always in here. Is in the building. We are in the building. Mr. Sam Smith, as always. Always. I'm gonna have to get you to come up on something so we get this subscription up, man. You gotta get you subscribed. You gotta be subscribed, Mr. Sam. Come on, Whitley. You gotta be subscribed, Miss Whitley. Y'all subscribe and become a member. Become a paid member. Paid member. Big B, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good. Whenever you hear, whenever you in here, I laugh my tail off. I love it. I love it. All you do, if you want to become a paid, if you want to become a exclusive member, all you do just jump out the chat, or just hit the join button on the channel. There's 2 tiers. There's OverDrive Purple. There's OverDrive Blue. All proceeds go back into the channel. Mr. Franklin, how you doing? All right now, Willie T. No, hey, come on now. Don't get started. Don't get started. And for those that's jumping in the comment, I did put out there for jumping on the show. I did put it out there earlier today that this show is going to be respectable. It's in the. I put it in the. I put it in the description. Make sure y'all just be respectable, because if not, I will send your ass to the upper room. Miss May, how you doing? How you doing? Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, how you doing today? And it was, y'all have to understand, it was a slick field today. And DDR trader has been postponed this Saturday. Oh my goodness, man, that's funny, y'all. That is funny. That is funny. I love it. I love it. Adrian is always coming in, southern down, southern up, whatever you want to do. Keep it respectable, my homie. He and Mr. Brown have a mutual respect. So with each other. So that's the best thing about that, man. We can all agree to disagree, but when it becomes offensive, when it becomes to the point where people say stuff about it, or I have an issue with it, then you have an issue with me. Yeah, Mr. Brown and Mr. Quick, y'all good piece, man. I love it. I love the banter in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I just want to keep it respectable. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about no ODRs out there. And if you don't know what a ODR is, read in between the lines. Y'all bring that noise on up in here. DJB, what's up? What's good? And y'all know y'all got my girl Timona up in here where all the Easter eggs at. Can't spell Dooley without the eggs. He better say you like you because they want that free ticket to Celebration Ball. I be the same way too. Jay Blue, what's going on, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? And if Mr. Ford is on here, I want to see if he come on here in a little bit. First of all, who to go? Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out. Who is the GOAT? J27. Who's the GOAT? Tell me who's the GOAT. Russell Haynes, how you doing? Oh yeah. Nice BK shirt. Yes, it is. It's not a shirt. It's actually a jersey. It's my jersey. It's my Jackie Robinson jersey. I forgot to celebrate Jackie Robinson Day over the weekend. I'm a big baseball fan, so hey, we got the OG C. Lee McInnes in here. Seem like that JSU's that fine single lady in the community that all the unhappy married men hate on because they can't have her and mad about being with they broke down broke down ass wives. I'm done. I'm done. You got to. The Vince is looking at me. I'm looking at you. Got to see the comment. You have to. You got to see the chat. She in the. She's in the cooking. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Mopar telling he gonna hit that portal, become a tiger. And why everybody's at it, man? If you haven't done, if you are new to this channel, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. J27. Oh, he said, "What up, though? You from Detroit? I could tell already. He from Detroit." But yeah, if you are a new viewer that has not seen the show or and is looking for some good content, up and coming content, uh, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you already subscribed, make sure you become an exclusive member. And as always, what's going on, T?
It's been a long day.
It's been a very long day. it
Very
it has,
long.
it's funny. It's funny out there. So this is the Monday night review, as always. Like I said, this has been brought to you by WeWorkForEverything.com. Go check him out on Twitter. Um, and I will send the link and put the link in the chat. She said, Mr. Israel said this is the dynamic duo like Shaq. For him, it's like Shaq and Kobe.
What's up? Sorry, my son was distracting me.
Uh,
Listen, let's get down to business. What did you think about the recruits today?
the recruits, uh, well, with Mr. Graves coming in, announcing his commitment on Saturday night. I did see that on Saturday night. That was a great pickup. We get him because of some fact that he is a big body for our defensive line. He also has FCS experience since he was a key contributor to Southeast Louisiana. He is no stranger to the SWAC. He's seen SWAC play. Remember, his team, when they played FAMU, they beat him. I think they beat him by a good 30 in that FCS playoff game, 21. You know how FAMU was crying, talking about, please, y'all take us to the playoffs. Can y'all let us in y'all playoff, please, sir? And basically got their head beat in.
This is the trenches that we're talking about.
It's
And
just,
Mr. Graves, his dad said that the height and weight was incorrect. So he's actually 6'3", 285 pounds. And he also said that they took off his stats for 2022 when he decided to enter into the transfer portal, that he
mm-hmm.
played all year for 2022 and he started.
Yeah,
So I think it's a phenomenal get for Jackson State.
yeah. He was on, Adrian, he was on there. He was on that defensive line play with, I didn't know who else was on that defensive line. Blue knows about it. Because I knew he covered that a lot because of the simple fact that he's more SCS centric. But um, it was for him when I saw the game, he caused havoc and disruption in the backfield. Um, of course, this is when they had Rashawn McKay as the quarterback for FAMU. Made him look real pedestrian. What he has this brings to us, like we said, is the depth on the defensive line. We are trying to get that 10-man rotation back in. Five, you can have four on, four off, add an extra 2, 3 here. We're trying to get in with that rotation with the defensive line. I think a lot of the defensive linemen is going to play this for this fall because I think that's what Coach Bradley is wanting to do when it comes to the defense. And remember, remember Coach Bradley was the D-line coach at Alcorn. So I think he knows what he's doing and he knows what he's talking about when it comes to the trenches.
All right, and then Coach Terenzo Quinn, of course,
Mm-hmm.
he is the he was the DB coach for Alcorn as well, and
Yep.
I'm impressed. Well, number one, to start off, he was able to get 3-star Nyreek Sharp. Nobody knew, it was kind of underneath the radar. He was crystal to go to Georgia Tech, and within a week and a half of starting to work at Jackson State, he was able to get Nyreek
Flip,
Sharp to commit to
flip
Jackson
that
State.
man to Jackson State.
Right, right. So, and then so to see the defensive backs and the safeties that they're bringing in. From this point, I feel like every player that comes in is going to be a grad transfer, or they're going to be heavily experienced in
Mm-hmm.
judo, and that's just to add that experience right away. It's kind of implementing where they have the base of the 3-star Mike Williams as a freshman.
Right.
Isaiah Spencer is a freshman. These are
Right.
skilled positions, of course, but it just speaks to the type of talent that we have. Skilled positions, they're very, very young. Who else do we have? So Nyreek, Mike Williams, Tristan Sion,
Tristan Sion.
Bruce Batman Mitchell. These are all kids who are just graduating out of high school. Very talented core of
Let
group. Go ahead.
Let me just say something about Batman, y'all. I did not know this kid was actually a kid. I didn't know he was still a baby. This kid is still he entered college early. He's still only 17 years old and played his first official college football game. I mean, it's understandably so. It's the spring, but to
And he
him,
got
it's a good.
a interception too.
Yeah, come on now, that's crazy, y'all. It's
It says Ladarius Webb has also been at practice as well with the DBs.
and that's cool because he's a good. Ladarius Webb. If nobody don't know who Ladarius Webb is, uh, former Nickel State uh, All American, um, also former Baltimore Raven, who, if I'm not mistaken, I think he won the Super Bowl with them. I had to check. I'm gonna check on that. I want to fact check stuff before people try to get up in my stuff and say that I'm inflating or saying something wrong. Um, but yeah, having him there is a huge plus.
I put him on
Yeah.
the Baltimore Ravens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Played collectively at Nickel State and the University of Southern Miss. He was drafted by the Baltimore Ravens in the third round in 2009.
Yep. He got a Super Bowl. He got a Super Bowl chip with him.
So that's awesome. But it just speaks to like this is the thing that I like about Jackson State is it's almost like a silent killer. We don't have to say nothing. We're just are. Like we don't have to brag about what we have or what we're doing. We're
Mm-hmm.
just going to go ahead and text those commits and say go ahead and drop it and then quiet everybody.
And you know what the funny thing is though, like on the real, the funny thing about this is as soon as that portal opened, the portal opened while we were playing the spring game, right? It opened while we played the spring game. As soon as it opened, like I felt like most of those kids that were, either were visiting the school or were, just in the background, I knew they were gonna come. I knew some of those kids were gonna come that we had targeted, and it's a good thing, very good thing.
I think a lot of the recruits that were at the game were actually ready to commit. At this point, if you look at it, the players that are dropping, they obviously have already had their visits at Jackson State.
Yeah,
So I think just like Coach TC Taylor said, we're going to bring about 25 to 30 guys in. When I counted the roster, I think it was like 75 people that were on the roster,
yeah.
on the spring game roster. And he said that they're going to bring in about 25 to 30 kids. So I'm thinking we're going to get, we had 5 today. So I'm expecting at least 8 more commits from that we didn't see from the
Spring game.
not just the spring game, but that committed at National Signing Day.
Okay.
They have to get on campus. So Mike Williams, Isaiah Spencer, Nyreek Sharp, Irv Mulligan. I'm not sure if Razul is going to commit or not. I know
Oh,
he was
they is,
heavily recruited, but that's a
yeah,
running back as well.
they is really you, the
The
one that's really trying to get him to come here is Jalen. Jalen Hughes is trying to get that kid to come here. It's that snow college connection.
Right, and so we're actually seeing that a lot of the recruits are able to pull in, you know, for instance, I'm not sure if there is a connection, but I feel like there is. Irv Mulligan, he came from Wofford, and then our newest recruit, Jaheim Hazel,
Mm-hmm.
he came from Wofford.
Yep.
So that's the thing. There's kids that know that prime is gone and they still want to play for Jackson State.
Let me get a shout out to Chocolate right here for becoming a new subscriber to the channel. Thank you. Thank you. And now back to our regular scheduled program. But that is still cool though, like, and it's funny though because it was funny. I seen on Twitter, it's like Jackson State need to stop this. They coming into our backyard. We talking about my boy Kobe, man. Y'all don't go after Kobe, man. Cause he my boy, right? And it was like I think he liked it as far as them committing to Jackson, and it's cool.
Oh,
So
well, one of them was, from Wofford. So I'm pretty sure Irv Mulligan is the connection
yeah,
for
Irv.
getting that particular recruit. But it does speak to the fact that some of these kids are in South Carolina State's backyard. Benedict, what else? Claflin. Does
Mm-hmm.
Claflin have a football team? I
No,
don't even know if
Claflin
they have it.
don't have a football team.
Okay, well, North Carolina A&T for the UNC Charlotte transfer. His name is Solomon. He
Solomon
came from
Rogers.
Yes, he came from UNC Charlotte. So that's North Carolina A&T is just up the road.
Yeah, it did. He could have went to Johnson C. Smith, but I don't think he want to stay there.
I mean, that's kind of like a not necessarily. I don't know.
I mean, it's a D2 school, but it's still in Charlotte.
And that's actually the Charlotte. That's where Katrina Evans transferred to.
Right. So we give a Charlotte a player, and Charlotte give us a player. I like this from the OG. Do the non-JSU folks have schools with their own platforms? Because I am never on non-JSU platforms. It must be a sad existence to come on to a JSU site rather than your own site. I feel sorry. And the OG has spoken.
I mean, if I'm any other team in the SWAC, I would have been doing my own show talking about what I got and what I'm doing, not on our videos trolling. But that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me.
No, it's
So
cool.
I think that the next 24 to 48, maybe even 72 hours that we're on standby mode.
Oh, yeah.
And we're just going to call this signing day 3.0 week because we're getting ready to bring in, like he said, at least 25 players that we didn't see at the spring game.
And the thing is, he told everybody, just stand by. You're going to see what's going to happen. It's not going to be a lot of chatter. You know who's going to do all the chatter? It's us. It's us Jackson State folks going to do the chatter. We're going to do the chatter for
I'm going to do the
Taylor.
talking now.
We're going to do the chatter for Coach Taylor. Why? Because
not just Coach Taylor, the students too. Y'all don't have to say nothing because Jackson State, if it's one thing we do well, we do petty well. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it cute, classy. We're not gonna be ugly or nasty with it. But if you come for us, just be prepared for a response.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Shout out. I'm gonna give this shout out to Deja Rogan, who was named the MVP of the top league in Serbia for the 2022-2023 season. This is her third. Wait, hold on now. This is her third MVP award in a row after being named MVP of the SWAC conference in 21 and in 22.
Wow.
Deja was the league's top scorer with 21.6 points per game. She is also ranked first in steals per game with 3.7 per game.
Congratulations, Deja.
She balling over
Mr.
there.
Crook said, if you're all coming for these people, don't block them where they can't respond. I've been coming at you for 2 weeks, 3 weeks about these Easter eggs, and you don't never give me an answer.
Dude, got a question. Does Dooley know how to evaluate quarterbacks?
I feel like he is. I'm not even really going to speak on Dooley because from what I've seen in the past couple of seasons, it hasn't been too good. Maybe that's because he doesn't have a quality quarterback.
So we're not talking about in 1899, bro. We're not talking about in 1912 or 1911. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about
2023,
in this millennium,
2022, 2021. Dooley not a good coach, y'all. Let's just be honest. Listen, I wasn't going to say it. That's not my place to say that he's not a good coach. What I will say is this. Everybody was like highlighting, oh, he's going to be able to recruit Louisiana. He's going to be able to recruit. Having a decent quarterback is only a fourth of the battle. And you want to know why I say that? Is because Texas Southern has had Andrew Body for 3 consecutive years, and they have not been able to build a team around him. Decent quarterback, mobile. You know, his throwing could be a little bit better, but basically what I'm saying is you had a quarterback for 3 consecutive years and you were not able to build your team highlighting his strengths to win the SWAC. There's no reason that you should have had a talented quarterback and not been able to build your offense surrounding him and being able to get some offensive linemen up in there to block for him. So if he wants to run, he can run, or if he wants to pass, he can pass. So to all you young men out there, get your degree. Don't go chase a fast bag. You need to be trying to get to the next level.
Yeah.
I mean, they had, and it's amazing because you had to tote to the wide receivers, to the running backs, to the skill positions. You had a chance to tout. We have Andrew Body at QB. Then to the offensive line, we need you to block for our quarterback. Sometimes he's going to run it. Sometimes he's going to pass it. There's no way that he should be in the position that he's in. Especially last year, I was thinking that they would have won out the West.
Yeah. Yeah, let me say it like this. T2 was not the coach at North Carolina Central at the time. He was not the head coach. That was Jerry Mack. And they probably would have beaten Grambling if the dude did not go in there throwing up the hooks and took his helmet off. Let's just get that correct.
All right. Well, I'm about to get up off of here.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just watch because I know that in the next couple of days, we are going to be swamped with commits.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm going to work on my breaking news. probably have a special on Thursday, unless you guys have 5 commits again tomorrow, Jackson State. If Jackson State has 5 more commits tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do another live show for an hour. Thanks for having me on your show. Where's Mr. Ford at?
I don't know where Mr. Ford. He probably listening up, but come on, Mr. Ford. We need you on here. I just got a text from my boy G. Alcorn.
Oh, what he saying?
He asked me if I'm going on right now. Like, come on, I got the link. Come on the show, bro.
Oh, Mr. Alcorn coming on.
I don't know if he coming on, but let me see if I can get him on up here.
I'll stay on for that. I got some questions for Children of the Corn.
Oh, Jesus. She said, Children of the Corn. I'm done.
How are you going to tell this? You're good. How do you know I don't eat right?
Mr. No other school has to block me from that site because I don't care enough about them to be there. Yet they must not love their school since they are always on JSU sites. We always want the smoke. We always want the smoke. And it's funny, y'all. This is funny. I laugh at some of this stuff right here, y'all. But other than that, man, it's the next issue. Let me see if we can get on here, because the next one I want to talk about is
Children of the Corn not coming on.
I haven't seen it yet. But I did send him a link to it. I did send a link to him, so I'm about to send it again. But oh Jesus. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. You not oh, this is the thing I want to talk about, y'all. Jesus. It's on my Instagram. But so the other thing I want to talk about is how can somebody leave said school and say that the new said coach can't coach or don't know what he's doing?
You gonna have to make it plain.
We're talking about Quay Davis.
Do you have the tweet?
I don't have the tweet.
You don't have a copy of it?
I don't, but I seen it on my Instagram, and you know who got that tweet? I think he replied to it. It was Jalen. It was Jalen Hughes that replied to it.
I don't think that's what he responded to.
You sure?
Yeah, Jalen Hughes was responding to when he said, Andrew Body, we're gonna beat Jackson State by X amount, and he said, you don't even believe that.
That is true. He did say that. I take that back. You're
he didn't
correct.
have nothing to do with that first one.
Yeah. Yes, this is the same Quay Davis that transferred to Texas Southern. Quay has been gone from Jackson State since December. um said that somebody remember he said somebody broke into his apartment and stole his stuff.
And I have a breaking news announcement.
What's the breaking news?
The SWAC challenge will be televised on ESPN.
Hold up. Hold up.
The SWAC challenge will be televised on ESPN.
Oh, guess who here?
Not ESPN Plus, not ESPN 3. Who here?
That's my boy. That's my boy. Alcorn down.
What's up,
GSPN. What's good, man?
How y'all doing, bro?
We good, man. You see, I got my homie She Loves D on here as always.
How you doing?
Good.
So what's up? Hey, we got a new name for you, man.
Okay, Mr. Wilson.
Let me hear.
Thank you.
We got a new name for them big bad braids.
What you got?
Them children of the corn.
I didn't got that one before.
You got that one before?
I didn't got that one.
Man. I know that's it. The title said "What's next for Jackson State football," but it don't matter what we do on this show, man. We can go off the rails and we come right back up on there.
Yeah, I was just coming tap in with y'all for a minute.
What's been happening at Alcorn? Give us some updates.
It's been quiet. I think should I say that?
Is it quiet or is it under the radar?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. You know, a little quiet. We kind of they kind of wanted to stay a little quiet, but y'all might be getting one of our former players.
What?
What?
Yeah, off our D line.
What? What's his name? He already in the portal?
Yeah, he in the portal. Jack State offered him yesterday.
What's his name?
Chris Ballard.
Oh, it's a done deal.
You know, our defensive line coach was his coach. You know, he was our defensive line. Y'all DC was our defensive line last year. So.
Yeah, it's a done deal.
So I think
it's a done deal.
I think it just makes sense for him to go to go to Jackson. I mean, you know.
Dang, yeah. He said he's going to the upper room.
He said he got in a little, you know, he got a little issue, so you know.
Oh,
here you go. Here you go. Like a PWI now.
He had a little issue, so we had to separate from him.
He's coming to the upper room.
But he might go to he got a PWI offer, so we're gonna be interesting to see. But if I'm him, I'm going to Jackson. But he got a couple PWI.
Oh yeah.
Listen, don't be over there acting like a PWI now.
I'm a big bad brave.
I know, but your statement about, you know, we had to separate for him because we had a situation. Yeah, you sound like a PWI.
I just gotta tell the truth.
You act like Alcorn is Alabama and we had to separate from him, so he's coming to Jackson State. That's how I took it.
Oh no, it was like a little personal thing.
Oh,
so is the running back is Howard leaving?
Yeah, that's the first.
He was. Nah, he almost left earlier in the year to declare for the draft, but he didn't.
Right.
He ain't going home.
My man said he want to run for 2,000.
If this, I talked to him about a week ago. Now, if it's something new, then you know that'll blow me away. But from about a week ago now.
Well, talk to us. Tell us something about Alcorn. Y'all over there quiet. Give us some, you know, hype your team up because you know a lot of people crown Johnsons of the West.
I'm just excited about my quarterback. I'm excited about my quarterback. Tyler Macon. I'm excited about my quarterback. We finally got a mobile quarterback.
What's his name?
Tyler Macon.
Tyler who?
Macon.
Tyler Macon.
Yeah, I'm just excited about him. So that's what I'm excited about.
Oh, we come from Mizzou. Let's look him up. Let's see what we're working with.
He's Elite 11 quarterback. The first Elite 11 finalist ever played this way.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's pull him up so we can
real good kid.
I'm gonna walk him down real quick and see what.
Check him out now. Check him out. Let me know. Let me know what you think.
I mean, you know, he went to Mizzou. That's actually where I'm from, Columbia, Missouri.
Okay.
Where he went to school at. But 5'11", he a little sharp.
Yeah, 5'11", 6 feet.
He might be. He was a freshman, so you know what? He could have possibly. They're still growing, so he might be 6 foot by now.
Yeah, he right there 6 foot. I'm 5'10". He taller than me, so he 5'11", 6 foot, something like that.
Oh yeah, I think he's 6 feet then. Yeah. You got some.
He's a 4-star prospect. He was number 13 ranked dual threat quarterback. Ranked number 5 prospect in the state of Illinois. Ranked the prestigious Elite 11 quarterback. Majoring in sports management. Okay. So he chose Mizzou over offers from Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Iowa State, Michigan State, UCLA, and Vanderbilt. And he was on SEC academic honor roll. He saw action in 3 games this past season.
It was mop up duty.
His completion percentage is 53%.
That's my guy.
His game came in mop up duty, man. And
yeah, he played against Georgia. I think that was
somebody said you was 5. Somebody said you was 5'7" and a half in the chat.
I'm about 5. I'm really about 5'9" and a half. Whoever said that. 5'9" and a half. Well, you got jokes.
Oh man.
I mean, he's a 4-star quarterback, so I'll give him some reference. He doesn't really have that much stats for that SEC to really, talk about it. But our DB is gonna walk him down.
They better be able to run. That's what I like about him. That boy can fly. He can fly.
Did you watch the spring game, Jackson State spring game?
Yeah, I watched. I missed part of it. But
you missed part of it?
Huh? I missed part of it, but I watched it.
That boy blew up here and said you at least 6 feet. Put some respect for your name.
My dog blue. About 5'10".
Right. So he's definitely young. He's young, so he might add a couple of inches. I don't have enough to talk about. Like, I don't have enough film or anything to say anything bad about him, but our DBs are gonna walk him down. And then you're saying he's a runner.
Well, he both. He's a
runner and a track star.
He just fast. I ain't gonna say he's a track star, but
Right.
I get what you're saying.
Jackson State D-line is known for the quarterback hurries.
Yeah.
So
they were known for that.
They still are. They still are.
I don't know what they know for no more.
Oh yeah, they still are. We still got.
At this point, we guessing right now. We guessing.
No, it ain't no guessing. Ain't no guessing.
We guessing right now.
Oh man, hey, you still owe me a bet, bro.
I sure do, bro. I thought about that when I hopped on here. We gotta do that, bro. We gotta do that.
Oh my goodness, I'm about to say, man, get my boy J Max on here too, man, because I should have bet him last year too. I should have bet him last year.
I didn't bet that game probably the last 15 years. I bet every year regardless. Yeah. I just bet it. That game or something game I bet every year.
Man. But yeah, I know your boy Jarvion said he want to try to go for 2,000 yards rushing this season. How do y'all feel as far as what he wants to, setting that goal for himself, man?
I mean, I like for him to get it. It's gonna sound crazy, but I want to see the ball be spread around more. So
2,000 yards. I mean, Javion, do you want to be the quarterback, the running back, and the wide receiver? Where do you think you're gonna get all this stuff? This is not a one-man team.
I would like to see it be spread around a little bit more with because we got a bunch of backs, and so and I want to see us pass the ball a little bit more. So I would like for him to get it in a perfect world, but 2,000, 1,500 is he had like 1,300 last year. So 1,500 to be a nice goal.
And the reason why he had 1,300 is because you guys had a mediocre quarterback, right?
No, I wouldn't say mediocre.
I wouldn't say mediocre. I think it was more. He didn't fit the system. He didn't fit our system.
What system is that?
We usually have a dual. We do have a dual threat quarterback that can run the ball, run the read option. This dude, Aaron Allen, was just like he wasn't mobile at all. So So we usually have to do a third quarterback. This year we didn't, and we're not used to having that. So it kind of
we still, but See, we talking about a school that had a man that did damn near everything if he wanted to, named Steve McNair.
Yeah.
What do you think about Terenzo Quinn and Bradley leaving?
Listen, I love Bradley, but see Quinn, I think that's the best safety coach I've ever like teaching the game. Straight up. Like explaining the game to kids, he's a monster. Explaining every player he coaches, like man, Quinn points stuff out that I never seen, never heard. Quinn gonna be good. Now Bradley, I don't know much about him as a DC, as a defensive line coach. He did a good job. He was a DC at UAPB.
Yeah.
So I don't really know how they worked out too much. It didn't work out too. I mean, he didn't do that exceptional over there, but as our D line coach, he did a pretty good job. But Quinn is my guy.
Oh yeah. I mean, of course, what you seen with, oh my God, like bro, just seeing what he did with that D line for Alcorn last season against Jackson and rocking Shador.
Yes, indeed.
And the main one that was in the backfield was that man Malachi Bailey talking about what's up. So
yeah, Malachi,
he was talking
good now too.
Yeah, man. So the other question is, I know you had issues with your offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
And the big issue was with the special teams because there were certain games.
Yeah.
Y'all,
couple games, bro.
It was a couple of games that the special teams just laid a fat ass goose egg on you. And the offensive line was pretty much shaky. What have y'all done to restore that, man?
I think we added about 3 transfers on the offensive line. Right now, it's really hard to tell. I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It's hard to tell on the offensive line. We got a big kid from Louisiana Tech that I'm ready to see, DeMarcus Gordon, big 6'6" kid coming in. He committed and signed before the spring, but he wasn't able to play in the spring.
Right.
But he coming in. I like Cam Richardson, a guy from JUCO we got coming in from Madison Central. We got a couple guys coming in. The spring game didn't really tell because they split the teams up, and I was a fan of that at first having the draft. But after seeing our spring game with the offensive line, I was like, I don't think I want to draft no more. Let me see the ones against the ones. And so by splitting our offensive line up, we already didn't have that depth. And so now you got a starter next to a third stringer, next to a fourth stringer, next to a walk-on, and then a second stringer. So it was like, it kind of
it was all mixed in.
So it's all mixed in. You couldn't really tell if they improved or not. So it's gonna be a wait and see game with that.
Bro, I said I know y'all coming to Nacogdoches.
Yeah.
In early September. Ain't number 2 hours from my house.
I'm gonna be down there, bro.
Ain't number 2 hours from my house. I get on. I could easily get on that field if I wanted to.
Yes, indeed. As long as I'm there, you there.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on the field, you on the field. You know that.
Oh, see, you know what?
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah, J May say he gonna, if I get down to Southern, he got me for sure, and I get down to Southern.
Oh yeah, we take care of you now.
Oh yeah, man. But that losing that game to Stephen F. Austin
that hurt.
By,
and like you said,
by 3 points.
And like you said, it was all special teams. Them people did not drive. Every time they scored, they had it past the 50. We was having 7-yard punts. I was sick. Oh, I was sick because we went up on them quick. I think it was 21-3 or something.
It was 21-3.
I went live calling my homeboys, talking noise. I'm going crazy. I'm making songs, dancing, I'm like, oh, this is over.
Yeah.
He started shanking them kicks.
What's the early prediction for Alcorn? Do you think they're going to take the West?
Yeah, I think we should. I think it's a do or die year for us. No more excuses. Do or die.
No more excuses.
If something don't change, some change gonna have to be made.
So what's the fan base saying as far as with Big Fred? If you don't get it done,
it's honestly split. It's honestly split. And I think I'm not gonna go as far as say Fred, but I think if it don't get done this year, excuse is over. It's gonna have to be some major changes made to that staff. Just my opinion.
I got my guy, Coach Hayes football, man. Y'all go check Coach Hayes football, man. He down there. He talk about them Canes. He a Hampton grad. Glad him on the show, man. And as always, man, I got Mr. Ford coming up in here.
I'm gonna let Mr. Floyd get the flow. I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to tap in with y'all for a minute. I'm gonna go live myself.
All right. Hey, JSU by 40.
Big Bad Braves by 40.
All right, bro.
All right, bro.
Mr. Ford, how you doing today?
Hey, how's everybody going? Hey, Mr. Mona.
Hey, Mr. Ford.
Hey, y'all doing all right?
Yes, sir. We are doing fine.
Jackson State is doing amazing.
I know it. I'm my thing right now is I just hope a lot of pro potential type talent come into the SWAC through this transfer portal. Because I just believe that the SWAC is a hot destination right now.
And it's crazy though. Like you usually, back then in the early 90s and stuff, you usually did not hear anything about players coming from the FBS coming down to HBCUs to play unless they couldn't get no playing time or they was in trouble. You don't really hear about it. And they, some paying out, some don't. But now the way how this is all set up, you got players that is equally can be great on the field at an HBCU, get themselves into the league and put on a show. You don't see that. You seen that now. And
James Houston is the one I always think about.
Yep.
He came from Florida, and I just hope we can get some more of that James Houston talent.
I wish we did.
Yeah, I think we're going to get it. I think I'm trying to keep my eye on this transfer portal because I think, some people are saying they don't think as many people will transfer, which I beg to differ. I think a lot of kids are going to put their name in the transfer portal, and I'm just hoping that the coaches in the SWAC will go and get those kids. Because there's a lot of
already
kids
in the transfer portals. There are hundreds of kids that were previously 3 stars and 4 stars.
Yeah.
They're already in the portal. It's just a matter of going after them. And we should know by now that don't be afraid to go to shoot your shot.
Yeah.
You never know what they're looking for. They might be
that's
looking
right.
for a change. They might not necessarily want to go to a PWI. Everybody has their reason and their why they're in the transfer portal.
Well, I think it's something you always talk about, Mr. Mona. A lot of them want to get back to their culture. If they haven't experienced that HBCU culture, they want to experience it. So that's why I say shoot your shot for the 4 and the 5s.
Yep.
I think
a lot of them.
Jackson State, this past couple of weeks has been monumental and will be for future reference for their ability to recruit, which is we had a very strong pro day, showing of 27 teams plus 1 from the Canadian League, a scout. That was huge for Jackson State recruitment. Then we had the Under Armour and Duke Deuce installment that they just did this past week and a half, where Duke Deuce came to the campus. A lot of the older folks, they don't know who Duke Deuce is, but the young kids know who he is.
Oh, yeah.
And they were hype about him coming to the campus. And then just doing the world tour cleats for Under Armour. If you look at Under Armour's Instagram, Jackson State has more views than some of the Power 5
I think they got more views than Maryland. And Maryland was the first Under Armour school.
The only one that I saw that did bigger numbers was the All-American game for the younger kids, for the high school athletes. That was maybe the only one that I saw that had like a ridiculous amount of views. But other than that, Jackson State's installment, and just for what the previous regime, what they promoted for this is what we got, we were basically showing you that we still got that over here. So come to Jackson State. Why not JSU?
Well, the other thing I'm concerned about now, I want the commissioner knows to get together. We got to bring SWAC basketball up. It's on the ground. And we got to start with that tournament. We got to make that tournament better. But they just got to just put more emphasis. I mean, the football's in a good place. I think so. Football's in a good place, but that basketball has got to come up. SWAC basketball has got to come up. And I don't think it's going to be that hard. I think it's just a matter of the energy, the organization, some vision. Because what I'm seeing in basketball is like our administrators don't have no vision. Well, I see vision in football, but I don't see it in basketball. And the other thing I think we need to put more emphasis on is track and field. Well, track and field, when I was in the SWAC, was really good. You know, you had Coach Thomas and those at Southern, Coach Epps at Jackson. What was that coach's name at Texas Southern? They were really good. I mean, they had world-class athletes, and looked like we just lost our track and field.
About, Coach Moreland?
Moreland was basketball, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, he was really good. I remember Moreland won a national championship with them kids from Mississippi. Remember, he had Machine Gun Kelly and them. This had to be early 80s.
I was still a young pup. I remember y'all was teaching me about it.
If somebody in your chat know, but Moreland was a head basketball coach at Texas Southern. He would always dip back into Mississippi and bring them kids to Houston. And they won the national championship, I think, 80, 81? Is anybody, you see anything in chat? Anybody say anything about it in the chat? But he was really good. Moreland was really good. But I'm just saying, I want more emphasis. We got to do something about our basketball.
Right.
Our basketball is too low. And this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. Because I really believe we're going to get some extraordinary athletes in football. We got to do the same thing in basketball.
Well, I don't think it's a matter of, I think it's a matter of marketing it. Gremlin,
but which one, basketball or track?
Well, we're talking about basketball. Gremlin basketball was good this year, outside of the conference. And, you know, Jackson State women's basketball was good. And then,
no doubt.
Coach Mo Williams from Jackson State is doing some great.
By the way, has he signed anybody yet? Or have you already?
He has. Yeah.
Okay. You got any information?
I haven't seen it.
I do, but I just, Lord.
Was it some big boys or what guards or what was it?
I'm ready to pull it up.
Okay.
I did. They are local to the Mississippi area, but I'm going.
They were Jackson kids.
Yeah.
Because I thought you're gonna recruit Jackson before anything else.
And listen, Doc, you need to call them all them big time basketball players out there in Texas. Y'all got star players everywhere. Every time I read about, and that, you know what? That you remember the other night, Doc, I was talking about
the kid from
Duncanville finished up one and won another. So that other school is in Dallas that I was talking about. It's not Port Arthur. It was in Dallas. Okay. And their record was like 30-something and 2 or something.
Must be Kimball.
Oh, it was Kimball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they been Kimball. Because they won state this past season too.
Yeah, we got to get some of them kids to the SWAC, man. We got to get them kids in the SWAC.
What's going on, Kateri? You had your boy G up here for them big bad Braves, but I want to talk about this before we get to, it was somebody we listened to Jeff Lacey. I was listening to his show earlier on my way home, and a caller came on the show, y'all, and said that TC don't know what he's doing because of the simple fact that the players that were leaving out of the schools to jump into the transfer portal didn't know what he was doing. Said didn't know what to do with all the talent that was on the field that's at the school. But I'm like, there's a realization is that some of these kids had already made up their mind that they were going to leave on out of school.
Right.
But but my thing is, yes, he's a first time head coach. He's been an offensive coordinator at plenty of schools. He's won where they won plenty, a lot.
He has over 20 years of coaching experience.
Right.
Listen, I met TC at North Carolina Central. Was he and Jerry Mack? He was offensive coordinator, and Jerry Mack was the head coach. Believe me, he knows what he's doing. He's not a Johnny come lately.
Right.
These people, listen, I heard some of that Jeff Lights' show. That to me was like a pep rally of people in the SWAC going, to me,
It was a
it was incredible.
mixture. It was a mixture of SWAC people who
Yeah,
hate
it
on
was
Jackson
people
State,
from
and
all over
then
SWAC calling in, down in
Colorado
people.
hating on the SWAC. It's like,
Yeah, it
how is
was
Colorado even
wasn't
still
relevant.
watching Jackson State? How are you
Because
even
they
still watching
because
it?
Jeff had people coming in on this show. When he had Dion pretty much messaged him and told him to stop spreading those false narratives about him. I'm like, well, he just put you put it out there.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that when I heard that caller said that TC don't know what he's doing out there, doesn't
And
know
he
how
was
to
from
coach.
Southern, wasn't he? Wasn't the
He
guy
was
from Southern that
he
said
was
that?
from Southern. He's
Okay,
who
so you
said
know what that's about.
So,
You already know.
the person that's from Southern, though, there was beef. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, for somebody whose coach laid 2 Easter eggs last season, I wouldn't be talking about nobody's coaching.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not 1, but 2. You
Yeah.
put up
and
0
then got
points
beat.
twice in
Then
the
got
same
beat by
season.
48. He got beat by 48 by LSU in one of those games. But you brag about that you beat a team 86-0 in Florida Memorial. That's pretty much like a damn near high school team.
Right. That's NAI was at Division 2. What's Florida?
Flomo is NAI.
NAIA. That's what I'm saying. Well, anyway. Yeah,
And
I
then
heard some of that show too. I was listening.
I
didn't even tune in. I didn't know.
Yeah,
He
you
had
was
that.
doing your show at the time when I was listening to his, and it just made me laugh. I was like,
Yeah.
is this man out whatever weed this man was smoking on? I do not want it. I don't care if it's the highest strand, the highest grain that will put me to sleep or calm me down. I would not want that strand right there. Whatever he was smoking. I said he sounded like he was drinking a whole thing of Mad Dog 2020.
Probably.
And then to the people who keep talking about our quarterbacks, all of them.
Yes, and let's
realize that they are playing against the number 1 defense in the FCS, and that the starting 4, there's 4, 5, 6 players that were on the previous team that are still playing up there at the front. Devontae Davis, Jacob Humphrey, Antonio Doyle, Niles Gaddy. So if you go back and watch that film and you're trying to figure out why was Grayson Thompson able to get off so many throws, one of the reasons is if you watch it, Grayson Thompson was in hurry up mode. He wasn't letting the defense get set, because that's how Coach Maurice Harris, that's how he's going to play his offense anyway. He wants to get 75 to 80 snaps off. If you watch it, he keeps clapping his hand like, let's go. You there, you there. Come on, let's go. And he's not allowing the defense to get set before he snaps that ball. That was paramount and very important. Philip Short and Jason Brown, they were letting the defense get set, which means that the defense is able to then blitz the quarterback.
Also,
so I got on my 12 hat today. I wore my 12 hat, and this is for Grayson Thompson, number 12. But let's not talk bad about our other quarterbacks, because they're still light years ahead of the rest of the quarterback room in the SWAC.
Right. And another thing I put out there is like, we're gauging a practice session, because that's all the spring game is nothing but a glorified practice session. We are gauging stuff off of 15 practices, y'all. That's pretty much 2.5 weeks of practice.
Yeah, you're trying to look at the kids who in another situation wouldn't get it in playing time. That's basically what spring. And the other thing you do in spring is you install anything new. You install it really in the spring.
Yeah. So that way, when May comes, those players that's coming in May,
Yeah.
when they check in June, they start. They'll be in school, and then July, they'll be back for conditioning for full practice. Then you will see the full implementation of everything coming in from Coach Harris. Everything that's coming in for the offense, all the defensive rotations, the defensive schemes for Coach Bradley, the way the O line is going to block from Coach Jo, the way that the defensive line is going to go after there with the defensive lines coach. Like everything is going to be set during the time in July, August, because when August 26th comes, everybody should know what they need to do when they hit the Happy Tail East I-20 to Atlanta.
Yeah, one head coach I had, he always told us the championships are won in the off season, and usually on the college level, you do a lot of running in May and June. In the month of July, the coaches put the program on paper. Like you were saying, they put everything on paper. And July is a crucial month. If you waste time during July, you are not going to win during the season. And the off season is very, very important.
Yeah, the off season, and it's also important for that player to get themselves better too before they even hit, May and June and July, or even early in the season, in the spring.
Then you have to understand also that some of these players, they were playing backup, but they, like for instance, Kobe Paul. When Kobe Paul was coming out of Trinity, he was only 150 pounds.
Yep.
He's gotten up to, I think the last time, he's up to like 175. So he's gained weight, and he's also gained a little bit of height. So
now what position? What is his position?
Kobe
Receiver.
Paul was he was the one that got the 3 touchdowns.
Okay.
So he was 5'11" and 150 coming into his freshman year. He's now 6 foot, and he done put on 25 pounds worth of weight, worth of muscle.
What's his hometown and his high school?
Dallas. He was.
Dallas. Okay.
He's from Denton.
Okay. Right. Okay.
Even
so I'm saying that to say all this, that they're saying, oh, you guys have the 3rd string, you have the 2nd string. A lot of these players were developing, and they were also gaining weight. You have your strength and conditioning, your training. So you're going to see that these kids are going to be highlighted a little bit more because they've had the opportunity to gain weight, to train. And he did amazing. He had an amazing game. 3 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of players that are going to be coming to the SWAC.
To me, like I said, it's going to be especially that receiver room with Kobe Paul, what you saw on Saturday with Forderling, all of those dudes that was playing on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to them to get themselves better. Like it is up to them as the players to get themselves better. If you want to get out there on that field, you gotta do better. You gotta put yourself out there, and you gotta want to have the drive to do better.
Right.
And that's with anything. It's anything in life. If I want to be better on this, doing this show, I could do a little bit more better as far as with my delivery and my flow. But who says I'm not doing that? If Simona wants to do better, you know what I'm saying? Who says that she's not doing that every day? Everybody gets better every day, doing something every day. Especially doing something that you don't normally do either.
Right.
Now, right now, Jackson the number one program for that commissioner's award? Who's in first place with that?
Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, you know they have like the best men's program, the best women's program, and then they do the whole thing. Is Jackson number one right now? Who's number one?
We wasn't number one, and unless
Y'all were or you weren't?
We are.
You are. That's what I thought.
Unless they were able to grab it with the bowling.
Because you won the football, you won the SWAC in football.
Yeah.
You won it in girls basketball.
Soccer.
Your baseball is rolling pretty good. So you number one, right? Who you know? Is it you?
We were number one as of like.
That's what I thought. I think you can pull it up somewhere. I don't know where. I can't think right now. But I always try to look at it.
It should be on the SWAC.
That's right. It's on the SWAC. But yeah, because I was looking one time and I said, I know Grambling was one of them. We got to do better. We were too low in some things. We've always been outstanding, and I think our track and field was way down. Because I come from the day when Jackson Southern, Grambling, Texas Southern, they all had outstanding programs all the way around. Everything they played, they tried to win a championship in.
Mm-hmm.
We're always going for the championship. That's for sure.
Yeah,
we are in right now. We're still in first place with 107.5 points total.
Who's number two?
Alabama State.
You know what? They usually win that thing. Yeah, they real good. Alabama State wins in everything but football and men's basketball. Everything else they win.
Mm-hmm.
Who was number three?
It's Southern.
Southern's number three?
Yep. And four.
Well, I got to ask you that. Where's FAMU?
FAMU is 10th.
That's awful. That is awful. Mr. Campbell. That's awful, Mr. Campbell. When FAMU gonna be number 10 in anything? That's awful. Read some more of the list, Doc. You said 3 was who now?
3 was Southern. 4 is
Okay, I'm surprised
Prairie
that's done.
Prairie View is 4, and 5 is Texas Southern.
Okay, because Prairie View usually is pretty good.
Yeah, Prairie View.
And men and women's sport. I'm just shocked. You said Texas Southern is where?
Texas Southern is number 5.
Texas Southern should be doing better. FAMU that's ridiculous that FAMU is number 10.
My boy Blue say he headed to the hole this weekend.
Where's that?
Grambling.
Oh yeah.
He headed to the hole for the spring game this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Man,
now will that be televised? Will that game?
I think it will be on Grambling's channel for HBCU League Pass Plus.
So we'll be able to see that?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, what about the girls? What's the girls? Is Jackson one for the girls? Who's number 1 for the girls?
Nah, I think that was just for everybody overall.
Oh, that was for everybody, but they don't have it split like men and women.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Because I know Alabama State usually sometimes they win that thing. They won it like 2 or 3 years in a row. They call it the Commissioner's Cup.
I think that Dr. McGinnis said that we have too few sports than the rest of the SWAC. What is that? Golf
and girls?
Just overall.
Yeah, overall golf is one because that's what they cut. And
wait a minute. So Jackson has how many sports? 16? What do y'all have?
Let me see.
Y'all probably got 16, right?
I think it should be 6.
Yeah, usually it's 8 and 8.
But
what do you,
I think we
got rid of golf.
We got rid of golf.
Wait a minute. Jackson State, y'all were really good in golf. That was Eddie Payton.
Yeah,
Jackson State got rid of golf.
Yeah, I remember meeting Coach Payton too, man.
Yeah, that's the Walters bro. But they would win the golf every year.
The women's and the men's golf is gone.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Whoa, wow. I'm surprised at that. I'm surprised. How long has it been gone?
They got way done with it. I think during COVID year, or
Oh,
it must
okay.
have been earlier than that. I had to get it from somebody.
We had a number of kids from Atlanta coming out to Jackson for that golf team for a number
Oh
of
yeah,
years.
oh yeah,
Yeah, that was Eddie
yep.
Play. What's his name is financing the golf team at Howard? Curry. What's
Yeah.
Curry's name?
Steph Curry.
And North Carolina A&T has got the Smith kid. Not the Smith kid, but the Smith. What's Smith's name? J.R. Smith.
Mm-hmm. He
No,
actually
he's
plays
playing.
for him.
Yeah, that's right. He plays for A&T. Because his comment was he said that he went to the strip club and he was throwing away $60,000 a night, and now he thinks about how he could have been helping kids at these HBCUs.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I guess he's come back to his senses now. But he's on the golf team at A&T.
After he done spent all the money.
Yeah, he said he was throwing away $60,000 a night at the strip club.
Yeah, and it was just that was crazy when I seen that. When I found out that he was actually gonna go to A&T, I was like, that's a nice move right there.
Yeah, yeah. And from what I've read, he loves it.
Oh yeah, he
He loves it over there.
He ingratiated himself in the culture there.
Yeah, yeah. Because you remember he went straight from high school to the NBA.
To the NBA.
Yeah, I think it was Denver Nuggets or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should have came in with he and Dwight Howard came in together. Were they together?
Mm-hmm. Nah. What?
No,
yeah. Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm saying, did they come in the same draft? Because Dwight Howard didn't go to college either.
Let me see. JR came in. I think he came in before.
Oh, he came in before Dwight Howard.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah.
you're right. He came in the same draft.
They came, because I remember they didn't go to college. Neither one went to college.
Yeah,
they went straight from high school to the NBA.
Yeah, JR got drafted by the Hornets. New Orleans.
Oh, he went to the Hornets?
Yeah, he was at New Orleans Hornets.
Oh, okay. Oh, where did I get Denver from?
Well, he was at Denver. He got traded to Denver.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I just remember them guys they were straight from high school to the NBA.
Well, he said if you get the snake girl from FAMU, you can get the strip club and help a student at the same time.
That's you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh Lord. Okay, Jeremiah. Thank you for letting me show. Thank you, Jeremiah, telling me golf been gone for the past 7 years.
Oh, it's been gone for 7 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
We had a pro, a woman's pro. Her name was Shasta.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Eddie probably had the best golf program in HBCUs.
He did.
Jackson probably had the best program of all.
Yeah. Man. Let's see. What else we got?
I gotta go. I've been on for too long. I've been on.
Yeah. She had a show earlier.
Yeah. Probably would be back on tomorrow for a short 45-minute show as well. Tomorrow.
I'll be on tomorrow to talk about these haters.
Update these you're going to talk about the haters. I'm gonna be talking about these commits because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some surprises tomorrow, maybe even later on tonight. So
now, Mr. Bone, is that football and basketball, or is that just football?
Just football.
Just football. So were you able to pull up anything on the basketball program?
I had already actually done
You did the basketball?
I did the graphics for it. I just never recorded.
Right. How many did he sign?
So the first one is Kowandrick Samuel. He's a guard. He's 6'3" and 205 pounds.
And he's from where?
He was at Colin basketball.
Oh yeah, JC. Okay.
But he's originally from They call him a hometown hero, Coandrick Samuel, because he's originally from Callaway High School.
That's
yeah.
yeah. So he's from
North
Jackson.
He helped Callaway High School to the 2020 5A basketball state championship.
Okay, so he's a big timer.
Yeah, Coandrick Samuel. So he recently transferred out, and we got another one too.
Okay, who's that?
Don't quote me on that one. The other one. Let me see if I can pull the other one up. I don't have the other one, but I did the graphics for that one as well.
Okay,
And both of them are Mississippi players.
right. Were they all Jackson kids?
Yeah.
They were
Or
okay.
surrounding areas, like
Right,
they're
that's what I
out
said. Yeah.
of. So I'm thinking he's tackling that to build his.
Oh
team,
yeah.
Which I mean.
Oh.
What?
Halloween from Grambling entered the portal today.
Oh, I'm not surprised at that.
Who?
You know, the kid came in from UCLA.
He was supposed to be in the quarterback, and
I didn't know. And then they just they were so impatient with him. They just took him down and then made him go to wide receiver.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm not even surprised.
That was a John Simon doing before he got demoted back to his original position.
Yeah.
So, well, Blue's gonna have all the deets since he's going to Grambling this weekend.
Oh yeah.
And Grambling from Dallas ain't number about 4 hours.
Man, we used to love going to Dallas when I was at Grambling, man. We love going to Dallas, boy.
Man, that's tough because didn't he just come to Grambling?
Yeah, he came last year.
Last year he was I think a 4-star out of California, and he signed with UCLA. He was with UCLA 1 year, and then he came to Grambling. I don't think they handled him correctly.
Ooh, I like this right here. Blue said that Valley had over 100 kids at their junior day this weekend.
Ooh.
Valley is coming for y'all. They're not gonna come to Jackson.
Did they get the new turf yet, or are they still working on that?
I haven't heard anything about
the turf.
Who said something about the turf? Who said they were getting a new turf?
I thought they had said that a conference office might help them get the turf or something, because everybody was talking about the field was bad.
It said, where did the quarterback kid from Benedict end up at?
Eric Phoenix, I don't know.
Nobody picked him up.
Nobody picked him up. He's been in the portal since the season ended.
Yeah, that's right. I would like to see him come to the SWAC. That would be nice if we could get him.
Is he the two play?
Wait, say that, Mr. Ford. What school is he gonna go to? Is he gonna go to Texas Southern?
It's a school that don't have.
I could see him Bama State, Bama A&M, Grambling. Let's see, even Prairie View. Because that boy at Prairie View is all right, but he ain't nothing to brag about. That's your homeboy. What's his name, Doc?
Dave, you talking about A&T?
No, for the young man at Prairie View. What's his name?
Oh, Trayvon Conley.
That's right. I'm saying now he ain't nothing to brag about.
I mean, he ain't nothing to brag about, but I mean, he's still an athlete out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I could see that boy from Benedict coming out there.
What about him going to Grambling?
Yeah, I could see him at Grambling.
That would be a nice.
He's a winner. He's coming in with a Division II championship, right? I mean, with a.
We not gonna call Eric Phoenix a scrub. Come on now.
No, he's not no scrub.
Last season.
Yeah, I saw him. He's not a scrub. He's a big kid too.
Adrian Crook, the Southern fan.
Come on now, Crook. You better than this, bro.
I'm telling you, because he ain't no scrub. I saw him. Matter of fact, I saw him on TV. He's not a scrub. To be honest with you, I'm surprised South Carolina State didn't get him.
I was surprised about that too.
I'm surprised they didn't go after him. He led them to an undefeated season at Benedict.
Ain't number down the street, Orangeburg to Columbia ain't number down. Orangeburg to Columbia ain't number down the street from each other. So sure, I wouldn't see
That's what I'm
that.
saying. And he's run that because that's what Benedict was running this last year was a form of the West Coast offense, but they played it with the tight ends.
It ran basically. It was ran like when Coach Berry was at Southern with Odom.
Right, that's right. It's ran just like when they were at Southern. A lot of formations. I don't know. I'm shocked that guy's still in that portal. I really
don't
am.
know. If he
He's
go
not
to
no
Mississippi
scrub.
Valley, it might be a wrap.
Oh, he would help them. He'd help
I heard
them.
South Carolina State got a lot of work to do before August 26th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
that's what I heard.
I didn't see that spring game yet. I'm gonna probably get on it tomorrow this weekend.
Yeah,
I think it's on. It's on. Yeah, it's on YouTube, right?
He got some deets on some inside info on South Carolina State.
Yeah, this is a do or die year, I think, for Coach.
3-8 last year.
Right, that's what I said. This is a do or die year for Coach Buddy Pugh.
Oh, and they're gonna tie Colorado this year, 1-11. All right, let me stop talking mess. Let me stop talking mess. You know they like to holler celebration bowl, celebration bowl, celebration bowl when you say
but
they love to holler it.
You know, after they won that game, that the next year, their freshman enrollment doubled, right? You know that, right?
All I know is that they won the Celebration Bowl.
And it helped their school a lot.
They just thought they was going to be crowned. They're going to sweep the MEAC. They have that season where they're playing all those Power 5 schools. So they're like, don't worry. When it gets to conference play, we're going to sweep them.
Yeah.
And they got swept like
under the rug.
A front porch after the dust storm. You know how you.
This is a do or die year for Coach Buddy Pugh. He's got to win this year. If not, they don't make him retire.
I'm gonna ask this right here. Other than when Eric Phoenix, we was talking about Eric Phoenix.
Right.
My thing about this, if he comes anywhere in the SWAC, it has to be somewhere where there's no definitive person at the QB spot. It ain't gonna be no switching out in and out on rotation as far as the QB goes. He's going to be the focal point of the offense. The ones I'm looking at that does not have a quarterback or is having issues at quarterback.
Is it Bethune?
Bethune is one of those schools, right?
Yeah.
Another school would be Schuyler Perry, but Schuyler Perry, where he was at Pine Bluff. That would be the nothing other
from them.
We ain't he been super quiet.
Coach
Simmons, Pine Bluff don't have a quarterback. They haven't said anything. Alonzo Hampton, I don't know what Coach Hampton is doing up there. I'm not saying whatever he's doing up there is bad, but we have not heard anything about Coach Hampton.
I haven't seen or heard anything.
The only time we talk about Pine Bluff is for the women's basketball team.
Right. Yeah. They played for the championship, right? At a conference. Didn't they play for the SWAC championship?
They played for the SWAC championship.
Yeah. The lady is a Jackson grad.
Mm-hmm. Coach Thornton.
Yeah, and her husband is the DC at Grambling. Right.
But that's the thing. Like, it's like Pine Bluff, we don't know you got a quarterback because you haven't said anything. Bethune, we don't know you got a quarterback. Really, you haven't said anything, but I know Coach Woody wants to do it. He wants to do stuff his way.
Right.
Another school that might have an issue, that might have some sort of issue at QB play, I would say Alabama A&M. Let's just say Quincy Casey don't get back healthy. Let's just say I'm not saying anything bad about him, but let's just say he don't have get back healthy. Let's say the injury is worse than what it is.
Doc,
Would
he
you
looked terrible last year.
would you add him? Would you add Eric Phoenix in that rotation? Would you add him on
Yes,
that team?
yes. I think he would definitely.
Especially if Eric Phoenix go in there and play with Connor Maynard.
Yeah, I think he'd help them. Yeah, because Doc, I saw him. I saw him. He has a good disposition on the field. Doesn't get too high. Doesn't get too low. He has leadership skills. He can throw it and he can run it. He could. Them schools you're talking about. He could help some other schools too now.
Right. It's some other, and like I said, let's just say if he go FBS, let's just put it out there. If he go FBS, who does not have a quarterback in the FBS? Who has quarterback issues in the FBS?
A lot of people. A lot of people.
So that it's just my saying, like, and people, we gauge the stuff like I put out it's not an evaluation, it's not constructive criticism. I put it on Twitter on the other day on Saturday night when I looked at it. It's like, this is what I saw. I'm not just saying from my my just taking off my JSU glasses, but this is what I saw. Uh-oh. Get Mr. Ford back on here. But this is what I put out there as far as what we saw the spring game, right? And let me put that up here. And we got 15 minutes left, so I'm on 15 minutes. I'm gonna segue this to Ken Clark. So we all go on Ken Clark. We could see what's up with him. Okay, Mr. Ford's back on there.
Sorry about that.
Okay, so this is what I put out there. My take from the game, from the spring game on Saturday. And for those who can see it, all right. Number one, the defense definitely did come to play. I said that. I mean, I don't see too much of a drop off with our defensive play.
Right.
Yeah, I did see a drop off with the defensive players. Scheme is going to be different because of the simple fact that it's a new defense coordinator coming in.
Right.
He's want to rely more on the front four instead of just straight pure talent. Everybody will say, "Yeah, y'all out talented us." Okay, but let's just see what we do when we actually, what's the word I'm looking for? When we actually prepare these guys and they fit the system. All right. The number two, our running back room is deep. It is deep. Okay.
Right.
People will say, well, you lost your all SWAC running back in Savion Wilkinson in the portal, which he did enter the transfer portal this morning. Okay. But Savion wasn't just that. You got guys like JD Martin, Seven McGee, Desmond Moultrie. Is a player I'm gonna get to is on down on my list. We got a whole slew of running backs. It's not like what we did back in the day. It's not like what we saw, you know what I'm saying? It's not like what we saw where it's a one back room, like every down back. It's not like that now. Like everything's gonna be shared. Number three, the QBs can't run this offense. It's not. I mean, understandably so. It's a spring game. It was, maybe 5, 6 plays that they ran,
Right.
but
Mhm.
that's just the precursor to what you're gonna see in the fall. And out of those 5 plays, what can you do? Can you adjust in those five, with those 5 plays? Can you call any audibles out of those 5 plays? Can you uh run multiple sets out of those 5 plays? I mean, that's something that we need, that's something that people are gonna talk about. Number 4, where was Kobe Paul hiding at last season? Because of the fact that we had so many receivers in the receiver room, he Kobe was basically, he was not a lost cause, because I feel like they wanted him to get bigger. Of course, like
Right.
I said, he came from, when he left out of high school, played the same high school with Shador, Amari Matthews, Cam Simmons Craig, Jordan Williams. Um, he was a small kid. If you haven't seen the Prime documentary, but the Overtime series, he was a small kid. Okay, but he gets to Jackson, and for whatever reason, or whoever is training him or was with him, got him to the point where he can be a legit receiver at 175 pounds. Uh, they got him listed like 6', 6'1". So
Okay.
that's good. He got,
Mhm.
he got speed.
Mhm.
Uh, it's just the fact that Nate never thought about this kid, is say that he don't know what, he can't do things that you would normally see out there on the field. I want to see more Kobe Paul out there on the field. He might be a great asset to us. And the best thing about this too is those receive. He has a knack for blocking. I've seen it. We watched it. All right, number 5, and this is kind of where everybody is going to be on my head. Grayson Thompson looks like he will be QB2. The reason why I say he looks like he'll be QB2 is because last season I felt like he should have been QB2 with Andrade being QB3. I think he was more prepared to be QB2. I would have said if he would have came in the game against Alabama A&M when Shador went out, I
Right.
I think Grayson keeps the offense flowing and going. I don't care if you don't he didn't know too much of Bartolone's system. Because at this point, I don't even think Bartolone was calling the plays. I think it was Prime calling the plays. That's how I feel. And then I said Jason Brown is the legit QB1. Now I got a little backlash on this because Grayson's dad, Mr. Rick Thompson, shout out to him for following me on Twitter. He's like, that him being QB1 it ain't all, it's not a lock yet. But we don't know that. That's just like I said. This is spring, y'all. This is a
Yeah.
cursor for what you're going to see in the fall. I
Right.
I still say that Jason Brown is going to be the starter in fall camp. I still say Jason Brown is going to be the starter at fall camp. When fall camp comes, he's going to be the starter. Grace is going to be number 2. Who's to say though? During fall camp, Grayson balls out and Grayson becomes the starter.
Or you have injuries.
Or you have injuries.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. We don't want to
Yeah.
see. I don't
That's
want to
right.
see. I don't want to see Jason Brown have an injury because
Right. You never know.
you never know, but he had an injury where it took majority of his season. Why
Yeah, and
why
that's
you
why
think
you
he
have a
has
lot of depth at quarterback because
right?
yes, it has to be next man up. Like you said, you don't want to have a situation where your top person go out and your offense goes dead. You need
Right.
to have a lot of good people in the QB room.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean Jason it looks shaky a little bit, but he ain't. It's not his first rodeo. He's been
Right.
there.
Yeah.
And for people say, well, he passed for 3,000 yards with St. Francis, but still, that's still competition. That's FCS competition right there,
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
without a doubt. Plus, he
Yeah.
played at. Yes, you can say he's at Virginia Tech, but he,
Yeah.
he specifically said he did too much. It was not the best fit for him, and he was at South Carolina and led team in certain. Well, he led the team to some victories
Yeah.
in that season.
He got
So
knocked out by that kid from Oklahoma. Remember when
he
that
got
kid
knocked out
came?
by Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, he would have been the starter if Rattler hadn't transferred in.
Bro, I've seen plenty of pocket passes run this offense. I've seen plenty of pocket passes run this offense. You're not saying nothing new to me. You're not saying nothing new to me. Number 7, the DBs were flying around the ball. That is to be said because they looked spectacular out there. Shout out to Bruce Mitchell. Got an interception in the spring game. Shout out to him for playing the spring game at age 17. Didn't even know that he was 17 years old. And playing playing his first, getting his first action in a college game. That just say it's talent. Ezekiel Johnson is a stud. Where this kid come from, I don't know, but he's a stud.
What's his position?
Running back.
And what was his number?
He was wearing number 36.
Okay. All right. Where's he from?
I got the, I got the well, he not even on the
On
he
the
wasn't
roster.
even on the roster at the time.
Okay. All right. Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Coach Harris' offense is fast paced and explosive. If you have not watched Liberty football, you didn't watch last year, you didn't watch the year before. It was explosive enough to where you get kids drafted and get them drafted.
And they beat up the ACC. Don't make sure you tell them that.
The ACC.
They beat up the ACC.
And then last but not least, we are in good hands with TC running the show.
That's right.
That's it.
Doc, when you coming back? I got to get off here. When you coming back again?
It'll be tomorrow night.
Okay. Listen, have a good night, Doc. I got to get in this bed.
All right now.
All right.
So that is my take. Those are my 10 takes that I had from the game. Those are my 10 takes that I had from the game. And like I said, it's a spring game. So it's not too much you can gauge off the spring game. But like I said, when it comes down for summer and fall camp, you're gonna see where the dogs lie at. But hold on now. I don't need no haters up in here. Because we will send you to the we will send you to the upper room. The upper room when Jesus. Yes, I'm really singing. But anyway, man, I thank everybody for coming on tonight. This has been a good day for talking Jackson State football. Tomorrow, I'll be on there tomorrow at I'll be on here tomorrow at 7 p.m. So all these damn haters can get out their feelings. They could call in on this show, get out their feelings in a respectable manner. Because I will I will put you in the upper room. Shout out to Mr. Thompson. Grayson's dad is in the building. He done graced his graced his presence on the show. Graced his presence on the show, man. I thank you. Thank you for subscribing, sir. Thank you for subscribing, man. Don't uh look, hey, you better say good show because I'll come for your head, bro. Man, but I say this about Grayson, he did look good out there on the field. For a kid who hasn't played in almost 3 years, he does look good out there on the field. And you might be right, Mr. Thompson. It might not be a lot. It might not be a lot, but like I said, it's TC says it's an open battle for a QB position. I'm gonna stick with what he say. We gonna talk some football. We do a lot of things, man. Here, I appreciate you coming on, man. So we gonna get up out of here. We gonna segue. I think Ken Clark got a show tonight. I'm gonna check and see. Let me make sure because I don't want to go on there and say that he got a show. If he does, it starts at 9:00. So everybody, let's make our way over to Ken Clark, y'all. But this has been another HBCU Overdrive live stream. This has been powered by my boy from WeWorkForEverything.com. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you check out the merch. In fact, I am going to put the actual I'm gonna put the actual his email. I mean not email, but his website on here. And it's not .com, it's .org. We work for everything.org. Check it out. Got some good things going on, and it's a brother that's we support black business over here, y'all. Like I said, this show has been powered by WeWorkForEverything.org. Check everything out. You got signature logo tees, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, sweaters. Man, he got everything for you. Men and women. Make sure y'all check it out. Support the brother over there. Good dude. He does check out the channel all the time. So he's all good with me, y'all. Let's bring that crazy talk over there to KC 1400. Hey, y'all already know I send you to the upper room, and Ken gonna send you to the gulag. I send you to the upper room. Ken gonna send you to the gulag. But y'all, man, I appreciate everybody rocking with me, man, for tonight's show. If you haven't done it by now, make sure that you like, comment respectfully, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed today, subscribe right now. If you are a new viewer, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are already a subscriber and you want to get exclusive everything, jump out the chat, hit the join button. We got 2 tiers, OverDrive Purple, OverDrive Blue. Get all the perks for everything. But as always, man, as always, y'all be safe. Y'all be blessed. Y'all stay safe and y'all stay dangerous. Tomorrow, we're going to let these haters get out their feelings tomorrow. All right? Peace.